Yoga problems. Ow, I got them. I got them today, my friends. It's a Sunday evening yin class problem. Holy moly. Oh. The deceptively horrific nature of yin yoga. That's what we're talking about on the ride home today, folks. I haven't done that in a long time. As you may know, my tens of listeners, my loyal yogi friends across the land. Oh. I'm on a quest. 20 sessions in 30 days. I think I'm not going to make it. I think it's closing in, but I'm still trying. I'm still making the effort. I honestly don't know if it's possible for me to finish this challenge completely, but I'm going to finish strong no matter what. I might only end up with like 17 and 20 or 17 and 30 days. I don't know what it's going to be. The reality is I've been traveling a lot. I've been in and out of pocket. Got a lot of other issues to grapple with, as tends to happen in life. So if I failed to reach the target goal of 20 sessions in 30 days, I can still feel good about myself by pushing through and running through the tape, as they say. Do they say that? Does anybody say that? Run through the tape. It's like if it's a race and you just run through, you got to sprint through it. You never want to give up. So I'm running through the tape. I'm trying to get to as many sessions as possible. I got to sit down and just like look it up and see how many have I done so far? How many do I have to go? How many days are left in this month? Is it feasible? Is it possible? So this is why I came to class tonight. Very uncharacteristically. I don't typically attend classes on Sunday. I just kind of use Sunday as a down day, as a recovery day. But there's a class called Core Restore. Core Restore. It sounds so chill and pleasant. Restorative, like that's a positive word. It brings positivity to my life. Like, yeah, I'm gonna restore my health and wellness through a class. It's not gonna be intense and terrible and discomfort. No, it's all a lie. Core Restore is the marketing language Core Power Yoga uses to call for what is more properly called a Yin Yoga class. I believe that's YIN. I've done these only a few times in my life, and now I remember why. Because they are horrific, they are painful, they are traumatic, they are distressing. They are not relaxing, they are not easing, they are not restorative. In my opinion, they are traumatizing. I just feel like a piece of meat, dude. I just got pounded by a cleaver. Or, not a cleaver, but one of those things that you use to tenderizer. Oh! Why? For those of you who don't know, and that's okay if you don't, I suspect many of you in my listening audience aren't avid yoga practitioners. You might just be learning about yoga vicariously through me, which is great. I like to introduce people to one of my favorite hobbies, hot yoga. It is the best. It is the worst. It is all encompassing. But there's a thing called Yin Yoga. I don't do it very often. I typically do what's called like a Vinyasa flow. Various sequences and poses in progression. There's a kind of a formula to it, but there's obviously a lot of creativity and deviation across yogi instructors. There's not like one set approach. There is an approach that I don't do anymore, but what I learned initially when I first got into hot yoga, called Journey to Power, which I used to call Journey to Agony. But it's a very fixed sequence, something like 28 poses or something, maybe 30 poses over the course of an hour. It's good, man. It messes you up. It really messes you up. But it gets a little redundant to me. Like, there's a studio that is committed to the Journey to Power model. That's all they do. Any class you go to, you know what you're going to get. The same class each time, every time, same poses, same sequence. And that's, that brings positives and negatives, pros and cons, as we say, ups and downs, yin and yang, or whatever. The point is, Yin Yoga is just like its own breed, dude. It's its own thing. And if I can just, explain it to you, I would say it involves putting yourself into very uncomfortable positions and holding them for 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time. Why? Lion's pose, is that what it's called? Lion's breath or something? Oh my God, no, I don't want to do that, ever. I certainly don't want to sit there and hold it for 5 minutes. Are you kidding? I'm not capable of yin mastery. Like so much of this discipline, of this entire craft of yoga, I can never get it right. It doesn't feel good. It hurts. It's pain. It's agony. It's discomfort. Why do I continue to pursue this? Yin is so fascinating to me because it's not sweaty and active. And frankly, I was thinking as I was like rolling up my mat tonight, I can probably use that mat tomorrow with the same drop cloth. I wasn't sweating at all. Well, I mean, I was, but not like a drenched type of sweat you typically associate with hot yoga. Usually when I get in the car after hot yoga problems, I'm drenched to the core. I'm like a wet noodle, man. It's crazy. But that's not what yin does. Yin, you do sweat, but it's this type of sweat that you get when you're in a position and you're just uncomfortable. It's not like you're, what's it called? You're not doing aerobic exercise or even really anaerobic exercise. Your muscles are not, really hurting in the sense that they're being used like a push-up. It's more like, hey, fold your legs up in a certain way like a pretzel and then lean forward and just like lay there for 5 minutes. And this sounds so easy. It sounds like, well, that's no problem. I could do that. No, you can't. I would be shocked if anyone could survive a class. There are probably more unreported deaths through yin yoga than any other thing, any other form of exercise. And it's really under celebrated because to the extent that exercise is all about murdering people and individuals and, yin yoga is probably number one, and no one would ever predict that. You'd always think like, oh, boot camp has murdered a fair share of Americans. Yeah, I'm sure. But nothing, I promise you. Oh, just sitting here hurts right now. I'm in agony. Oh. I need to recalibrate, man. I think, if I go to sleep tonight, I might be just sore and pain. Because what you do is you get these poses and you just sit there for minutes on end and you're just like, and your brain is on fire, like, please get us out of the pose. It hurts so bad. And you try to not pay attention to it. You're trying to breathe, and it's so uncomfortable and so increasingly painful. And it comes in waves. They wash over you. The agony pours onto you like a cup of hot lava. Ah! Oh. I just want to lay down and go to bed and just maybe never wake up. So if that happens, my best to all of you. Peace in the Middle East. I love it. I'm all about it. And you know what it is, but hopefully I'll survive and fight another day. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of my car. I need to get a can opener or something to lift my butt off the seat. All right, that was a good one, not a good one, and I'm just saying that colloquially. Thanks, folks. Always a pleasure. Until next time. Namaste, mofos.